Okay, I was going to answer a different question. Okay, UFOs, the inner occult teaches UFOs are angels of light to deceive the world into believing that we will later be invaded from outer space so that you can have a one-world army looking that way, considering they feel that one of these days they're going to be invaded from outer space, and they really believe they can defeat that invasion coming from outer space. Now, how many of you know what invasion I'm talking about? They do too, and they really feel they can defeat it. That's the purpose. If you'll notice, all of the so-called landings and saucer bases are in prime pyramid or occult areas such as the Bermuda Triangle, over the pyramid, over the gap in the North Pole, places like this. These are sacred pit openings to the occult, okay? Any other? Yes. The warlock is Scotch Gaelic, meaning backslider or traitor. The Catholic Church applied it to the first Protestants, okay? It never was applied to witchcraft. The Satanists used it for...
Question, can you tell us about UFOs?
Now, and my sister's connection, there's a story that Jack Schick had told me first 3 years ago that I had told him. My sister, before my wife came around, used to be leader of the state of Ohio, the high priestess there of the whole state. And her little pastime was calling up, supposedly filling the sky with UFOs and watching everybody's excitement. And some of the most outstanding sightings were in the early 70s in Ohio. And she used to laugh about it because she'd be standing in a circle out in the field somewhere calling up demons. And that's all they were angels of light playing games in the sky. Remember, a demon, get the little spooky picture. There are a fallen angel, an unclean spirit. They can assume any form or go into anything except a Christian who walks in the spirit all the time. Know any? You know? Or, in other words, a Christian who keeps it under the blood and so.
Well, hello there, Sam Fisher. Miley. Out on a dog walk whilst it's snowing. Lovely. Right, what you just heard in the beginning of this video was some audio from a guy called John Todd, who in the late 1970s was doing a tour of US churches, church halls, recalling his time supposedly as a high priest and magician of the Illuminati. Talking about his sister, who was also involved with that as a high priestess in rituals and figures. Now, this has ties, direct ties to my media mind space and manipulation series. Actually, in the epilogue episode of that, briefly touched on the ritualistic element of what they do, the deceptive practices and the use of chaos magic. Chaos magic being an integral part of the deception game, really. Now, contrary to popular belief, chaos magic isn't inherently a dark magical practice. The chaos it infers to is a mixture of chaotic energies, that are stirred up by the high priest or magician or whatever, that are manipulating these energies to manifest a certain outcome to something, or to boost the effects of something else that they're doing, or at the same time weaken, confuse, derail, all that such like someone else's sort of plans. Yeah. A good example is something I've been talking with my number 2 on Data Drops, Thumper. We're talking about cult practices during World War II and the use of the MOD's use of the same kind of thing for ensuring the success of their missions. Yeah, the UK's missions in Europe, and also trying to attack Hitler himself. These practices have been further enhanced and further used in a wider sense ever since, mostly with political and sort of system-driven agendas. Yeah, it's been used heavily, incidentally, in political campaigns, particularly the ones this year, but it's also been used in other scenarios as well, especially in the UK. And without going into detail, I think you can understand what I'm also referring to there. With the political campaigns, it has been used in 2 different sort of ways. In a somewhat seemingly benign kind of way, during one side's political campaign, and in a not so benign kind of way, involving blood sacrifice, involved with another campaign's kind of way. Yeah? I think you know what I'm getting at with that. If you don't, look at the DNC, what they were doing outside the conference when they announced Kamala's candidacy. So why am I telling you all this? Well, I thought it might be an idea if I do a series on it, and I wanted to know what you guys thought. Is it something you guys would be interested in at all? If I do a bit of a deeper dive into this aspect of not only the deception industrial complex, but also it has ties to the Epic series as well in a kind of way, mostly with the way these rituals were developed. There's been a very, very ancient ritualistic practices, and they also outdate any of the Middle Eastern sort of ritualistic texts, even Egyptian, Sumerian. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments.